whenever you guys are ready.
Coach, after this, big win to start off the series, a little bit of weather in there. Tell us a little bit about, getting that first win, especially on a day like today.
Well, I mean, I just thought, and I've told my team, and I still think that they're way better than whatever they are, 0-11, 0-10 coming in today. If you look at their schedule, who they played, and you look at all just their losses, whether it was 3-0 or 4-1 or 4-2, there was only one blowout. But other than that, they've been in every game, and until just towards the end there, they were in this game. So I think they're fine, and Bennett was good. I thought their pitcher was good. He'd throw any pitch at any time, and we were trying to figure him out. And it's just baseball, man. You had that one big inning, and that's it, right? I mean, and I told my guys, there's a stat out there that 90% of the time in college baseball, the winning team will score as many runs as the losing team has total. They'll score in one inning. So, you look at a 3-run inning, and they had none today, or if they had one, but it's that crooked number, right? And we were able to do that, and we overcame some base running. They run a pick play, they get us. Blake extends it with that 2-out double, and then with Lizama and Cam coming up, they squared up a couple balls for sure and extended that lead. So, but it all just starts on the mound. You got to throw strikes. We got one walk on the day from Bennett, and other than that, I mean, we filled it up, and they had to hit to get on base, and that's what I was asked of the pitchers: just don't walk them. They didn't have to do anything to get on base, so you got to force them and get them swinging.
You want to win every single game, but how important are these games going into the ending the non-conference schedule going into conference play?
Well, sure. I mean, right now this was our first Friday win, so it was untapped freaking territory right now. So that was nice to get off our back, especially when we knew we were facing as good as guys we were for pitchability, and they got 2 more going. Their 3 starters are real. They're normal 3-day start or 3-game starters, but it's big. For me, it's no different today winning than it is losing, where this moment all of a sudden is quickly over, and you got to be ready for tomorrow. A lot of times, as of this year, I was talking about Fridays we lost, and we're just trying to get ready for the next day. Well, my talk tomorrow, or what it was after the game and what it is tomorrow, is just that moment's this moment's going to be over, and we got to be ready for tomorrow. And tomorrow's a long day. And the first game's a 7-inning game, which changes everything in the game of baseball, eliminating 6 outs, and that's 6 outs for you to get back in a game. That's 6 outs, that you don't have to get or whatever. Whether you're on offense or defense, that 7-inning game is kind of a sprint at the college level when you're just so used to playing 9-inning games. So that's a big difference. And then, of course, win or lose that game, you got to turn back around, and you're going to be out here for another 9 innings. So it's a grind of a day. So they enjoy this right now, but I'll quickly get them refocused, and we'll be ready for tomorrow.
A couple of back-to-back 4-game series on top of this. How is it to have that importance of stride and getting built up into it, especially toward the end of the year, having this experience with the tournament potentially?
Yeah, well, there's no question. The number one reason why I do it is I don't want to play. You always play those Tuesday midweek games throughout the season. I don't want to play a Tuesday Wednesday. I just and I don't want to play Tuesday Wednesdays right now. I want to keep them in class. I want to give them, I'd rather play the extra game on a weekend than I would on a Tuesday and then a Wednesday. Plus, how often are you going to get Tuesday and Wednesday at home? You're going to be traveling anyways at some point. So I'd just rather limit it and have it with just one Tuesday game throughout. So that's one of the reasons why I have 4 games early on and just get to our 56 games that way. The other thing, too, is sometimes it forces me to use pitching. Today it didn't because of how well Bennett went for 7 and then do good, but it's still tomorrow. It's going to force you to pitch some guys, and so I don't mind the 4 games. And it's a great point when you're talking about the postseason too. Now it's just showing up and just continue to play, and you can't worry about 10 in the morning, or you're starting a game in the tournament at 9:30 at night, or this is your second game of the day. Like, you just got to show up and play. It's definitely a get to versus a have to type of mentality.
Anything else? Thanks, guys.